Okay, recordings go. Everyone, this is Zara back with part two after someone had to take a quick break to release his bladder.
Hello.
Okay, so I think I'm at the bar from, if I remember correctly.
Yes, we stopped off at you being at the bar on Friday.
Yes. The first thing I do is look at the ones I hadn't had. I think that was my first night that I had a sour beer.
Yes, I remember this experience.
I think it wasn't the raspberry jam. It was one of the ones that was up above it.
hmm
Now he doesn't like sour beer, but I mean for me, I love sour things. In terms, that's like it could be a drink, it could be a candy. I guess it's just stuff I like. Like even liquor could be sour, and I'll drink it.
Which, I mean, if you're open to trying new things, people try it.
That's all I did was have stuff I've never had before. I was getting my money's worth because honestly, you're paying like between, well, the size like of a on some of them as like a 12 fluid ounce can. I guess
Yeah,
like kind of like this. It was similar sizing to that in their glasses, but just maybe a little bit more on some of the other ones you get. Like for like between $4 to $5 for a glass of
that's
beer.
not bad. That's not bad for a glass of beer at a bar.
No, and it was mainly Texas beer too.
Which, for those who don't know, I mean, anybody out there that might not be in the States, Texas and Oregon are known for their beers.
I didn't even heard of half of this. But Marshall goes to breweries. He knows this stuff, so that's why I ask his opinion. Now, the sour beer, he couldn't really give a good impression on because he's never had. He's never had. I mean, he's had it, but he's never liked it. So, like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I didn't regret it. I think the last thing I had that night though was the Panther Island Sweet Fang,
Yes.
which was that chocolate stout that I was telling you about. Because they sometimes have $3 beers on their board. It's like certain ones. This was one of them. I'm guessing when they get down a certain point in their barrels, or if they're just trying to get rid of certain ones to make room for others.
Or it might have been a promotion.
That too. Cause I've actually even asked some of like the bartenders because we were actually chatting with them up at the bar because that's where we sat. Was right up there. We had seen 2 glasses of Sweet Fang go out. I was like, you know what? Let's go for that. I got mine first, and I had to tell him that like he was getting the Sweet Fang as well. Ended up being he got the last of it in the barrel.
Wow, talk about lucky.
Well, I mean, he would have gotten the last of it if I hadn't have gotten the glass before him. So that's why Brad with him was like, I'm part of the reason. I'm going to take some credit for this. But, no, technically this was supposed to be a thing about Akon, yet we keep discussing my experiences at Akon as well. It's fine. I mean, I want to do my own thing anyway. I'm doing something out of the ordinary. Plus, we haven't really had a chance to really discuss Akon too much. Anyway. Plus, I'm sure you'd relate some experiences of your own from Fanime.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I didn't do any real big drinking this year, but in previous years, oh yeah. And I mean, it's a great time to just sit back and talk about things.
This Akon was the first year that Marshall and I actually shared a beer. In the 13 years that we've known each other.
All the more good.
That's why I took that picture on Thursday and put it on Facebook, which you immediately liked.
Oh yeah.
I mean, actually, apparently other people have known of the Code Lyoko forums. Because when I mentioned the usernames of me, my wife, and him, they recognized them.
Well, that's just wild.
I mean, I couldn't remember who it was that I was talking to about that there, but it was just like, damn. I'm guessing we're in a way known on there in some regard. But Marshall are just kicking him back, drinking a few
Nice.
beers, and that's when we're like, we've never actually shared a beer before, have we? No, we haven't. This was long overdue. Man, he's a year younger than
Which
me.
is completely fair.
He's a year younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sam's a year older than me. So you see that little eggs thing going on there.
Which isn't all that bad. I mean, a year difference between people is not bad.
It's really not. But I can't remember if it was a Friday or it was a Saturday that we. No, it was Saturday. I remember. But finished on Friday. Had that sweet Fang. I had 3 beers that night. One of the beers I had before that was a red ale. That was 9% alcohol.
Which, for those who don't know beer, is very rare because beers tend to be like around like in the 5% margin.
Most of the time, let's see. I can't really. Was it gonna tell me on this one or no? It's not telling. Usually between 3.6 to about 4.5 as an average.
Close enough.
Well, I know what you're getting because but a lot of ones there were like that, but there were several that were about between a little over 5 to. There's only like 3 or 4 that were 9, and most of them were the red ales. Actually, I think that red temptress that I had, was that I don't think that milk stout that I had. It was a left-handed milk stout. It was smooth as fuck. I can tell you that much. He said Marshall's actually had that because he likes dark beer. So do I. I'm not. That's actually a unique taste. Not many people like dark beer.
Yeah, it depends on the person. I'm more open to trying things. So I mean, anything from a stout to a dark beer to a lager to so on and so forth.
Yeah, it was a left-handed milk stout nitro. I'm looking actually on there. This one's 6% alcohol. They have a lot of stuff out. I don't know where they're based out at though. I'll get into that probably when this is all done. Let me see. I really want to find it because certain ones. I'll have to check Jay's when I can. Might do that tomorrow. Anyway, we got our beer. We finish off, then we head off. And it was actually a Thursday night. I didn't mention it. Where we were stopped by a guy wanting donations for third world countries for kids. And he tried playing into since we're at a convention and all of that. And it's like, yeah, I'm not donating anything without my wife's permission. She's like, well, you can talk to her tonight, but we kind of need donations now. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Because Marshall, of course, was lying about some of his stuff just so he wouldn't get bothered. I have a habit of not lying. I usually did have my own circumstances though to deal with.
Yeah, and just a word of advice for people who encounter people like this: it's not a good idea to take your wallet out in public.
I didn't take mine out. I kept mine in my pocket.
Oh no, I'm just saying, for people who might be naive or trusting, it's a good idea just to make an excuse or just move on, even pretend you didn't hear them.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when they step in front of me.
Yeah, that's kind of where you just kind of gotta say no.
But okay, I need to figure this out. Apparently, left-handed brewing is growing fan base in 40 states. I don't know if that's including California. I know they're based. I know they're based in Colorado, though. So I don't know. Oh wait, here's the information. Where's the beer? Kind of. Oh wait, beer finder. I'll help you find it, Ray. At the same time, I'm doing all this. Okay, I had to remember. Wow, there's actually not many locations in California.
Does not surprise me.
I've been watching too much fucking Soviet Womble. Damn it. I just know there's like 5 locations, but it's in Southern California.
That's a bit a ways off from where I'm at.
There's so many locations. There's a location right by me too. I'm thinking that really is, but it's in the Panhandle. Okay, let me check 100 miles. Motherfucker, it's a lie. I keep derailing the conversation too. It's in Pampa and Wichita Falls, motherfucker. That's not gonna help me.
Well,
God damn it. Wait. That means it might be in Amarillo, though.
Maybe.
Yep, Amarillo has it. Now I know what to do next time. Good.
Yay!
Good. Is at World Market as well. I could actually buy it next time I go there and be discreet. Oh, technically it's actually legal to send anything to California. So
it'll work out.
No, it's not illegal for California. It'd be illegal for the most part to send it to Texas, but not out to California.
Yay, legal loopholes. You people didn't hear that.
Well, the thing is, when you look at stuff to order from, even online, you can send you can send it to California.
Yeah.
But you can't do it. And the thing is, a lot of stuff ends up being shipped. It'll end up being shipped from FedEx or UPS, but it'll be handed off to the post office. And then the post office delivers it.
Yep.
So, I'll see what I can do the next time I somehow end up in Amarillo. Because I need to pick up a lot of that stuff. That's good shit.
And I'm always down for trying new shit.
What the fuck am I watching now?
That's a very good question. I'm glad you asked it.
And now it was a Razer commercial with Funhouse. Like Bruce from Funhouse. No, not Bruce. Adam Kovic. Adam Kovic, yeah. Not surprised. They use Razer products or Turtle Beach products in their office. Fuck, we go into a conversation about beer straight to this. Oh. I'm sorry for those watching and listening. This happens a lot with us. We get derailed pretty easily. Actually, it's very similar to the Off Topic podcast if you think about it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Shit, I'm so glad that Harvey and them are not to derail it further.
Oh boy, yeah, that would be an adventure. That we may never get back from.
Get back Friday. That's obviously my legs are still hurting like shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm laying down, obviously, because they were just ordering pizza. Michael had ordered Power Rangers in the hotel to watch at night.
Like the classic or the new one?
The new one.
Shit, I didn't even know that they were marketing that. That just came out in theaters like a couple months ago.
Oh, I have it downloaded already, by the way.
Huh.
Ice Films.
Shout out to Ice Films.
Yeah, they always have the good stuff when they can get it. Well, the thing is, though, it wasn't as popular as some other movies were.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why it's on there. Like that, I know. Life is on there. John Wick Chapter 2 is on there.
I think it's movie time later.
Probably.
Right now we're talking Your
Yes.
Feet and Miller time.
You mean stout time?
Yes, of course.
You failed. Fuck you.
Oh, fuck me then. Guess I'll die.
Well, you'll have your waifu in various forms to help you. I went there. Okay, Friday ended up very well, in my opinion. There was a concert. Speaking of which, was it Pentagon? There was a band, I don't remember because I didn't go. Jen and David had actually was in a hot tub with them.
Oh, ain't that?
And this was their first time playing at like in a venue like this in the U.S.
Talk about lucky.
It was a very lucky convention, like I said, for me. A lot of people didn't like that. Actually, speaking of which, going things that people didn't like. Okay, you had like the water gardens, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had that little. They have a gate that you can go into and go down. They have like the flowing waterfall and stuff going straight down the rocks. Like, think of it like I guess the best way to describe it in some regards is like think of it like a pyramid upside down but hollowed out with water flowing down.
Well, that sounds neat.
Think of it like that. It's the best way I could describe it. In some regards, then you have like the platforms you step on. They have signs that say, "Don't step in there." There was actually an incident a few years ago where people had actually died because of I think it was that one. And people had actually died.
That's unfortunate.
Because they didn't follow the instructions of what not to do. If people just stepping in the water and all of this, and it's like, there's a reason why there's signs. There's a reason why this stuff like this was shut down, not to do anything with for a while.
Unfortunate.
But that's another thing. It's like, just listen to what the rules say. I don't care if you want cosplay photos or not. If you have an issue with that, there are actual pools and stuff you could probably go to.
Yeah, just
don't be
people
just
listen
don't just
to
don't.
signs.
I'm gonna say this also. Unless you're a Homestuck cosplayer, you don't seal your paint. Don't go near any water, period, or hug people.
Yeah, please, fellow Homestucks, keep your paint sealed.
There's actually one. I can't remember if this was someone else that said it or if it was Sam that was telling me the story. You had one person that worked on their dress so well that a Homestuck cosplayer hugged her and ruined the dress.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I think it was Sam that told me. I don't remember. It's been a while. But damn. Also, I ended up passing out inside of a bathtub. How this might happen, you might ask. I decided to take a hot bath to try to help my legs before going to sleep. I ended up like falling asleep in there for about half an hour.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, I even says like, "Yep, I fell asleep." It's like, how the hell do you fall asleep? Because the water was very warm and comforting. Compared to being out here right now.
Yeah, so people just be careful with bathtubs.
Well, I mean, when you have a room temperature set a certain way, yeah, you're going to fall asleep the moment you hit something warm enough to make you sleep.
True.
Because it's rare for my body to shiver, but it was shivering. So, that's why when that happened, it was just like, yeah. But that ended Friday because they watched a lot of them watching Power Rangers for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to clean this keyboard. Let's head into Saturday, where I was Mukuro. I, of course, had to wait for David and Jen because I think David was doing. They were still getting ready because Jen had a panel. It was an idol panel where you had two different groups teaching them the dances
Oh, nice.
that had done it at previous conventions. So I was just there to support her. I brought some bottles of water because I figured she might need it. She did end
Always
up
a good
needing it.
idea.
At the very end, she did end up needing one. It was after that. It's like I said, I mentioned I was going to go to the dealer's room. It had ended at around, was it 11 or 12? I don't remember. I was headed to the dealer's room. That's when Marshall mentioned the Aniplex
Yes.
panel.
This portion.
And I'm like, oh, there's a panel. Okay, went up. It says in the same room that the movie was being showed in, so I already knew where to go. The line was already big, but there was no fast pass option to just be in a different line and get in there faster.
Yeah.
So I go in there. I kept trying to let him know where I was when by the time he got in there because he had to drive. When I was in line, two of the people that I was in line with were the ones that had gotten the 2 glasses of Sweet Fang the previous night at the bar before Marshall and I finished it off. Because they tell me they were trying to get some more, but it was already gone. Like, yeah, that was me and a friend of mine. Like, oh, so that was you. Like, yeah, the shit was fucking good. And they agreed. So we were just discussing, talking.
Always good to bond over your liquors, people.
Saturday night at the bar, when I get to that, amazing. I'm going to say, though, for Akon, though, for the bars and the food selection, had severely improved. And they did a fantastic job at that. I mean, there were 2 other bars across the street, which I'm sure had liquor. But I just wanted beer.
I mean,
honestly,
you like what you like.
I have to be careful on liquor because of last year.
Ah, right.
That's why there's only certain ones I drink, and I drink them in moderation. Like, I still have the bottles. That's how that's going. So,
I mean, that's fair.
Yes, but we went to the panel. Of course, told Marshall where I was sitting. He found me eventually. It wasn't really hard to miss me once he saw the cosplay. In fact, I turned around where I saw him. We sat up at the far right, at the very front. The panel was interactive. Like when you heard people like which side of the room, they just say, oh, "We have not forgotten you." One like it was their left, but we're on the right side of the room. Like, we have not forgotten you. Like, we cannot forget this side. They were interacting with us, while going for their announcements, the trailers. They were doing a raffle. When you went inside, you got a ticket for the raffle for a chance of some prizes. Which some people got in, like, DVD sets, figures.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was, like, good, interactive fun. Like, I didn't win anything.
Good.
Like I didn't win anything, but I had fun.
Well, I mean, that's the most important part.
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't go to panels often, but I'm like, eh. Of course, I was falling asleep in the panel, but it's not their fault. I've been like this always. When I hear talking for a long period of time, I will fall asleep. I cannot help that. I've never been able to help that because that was an issue even in school, and I would get somewhat in trouble for, but my grades were so high that it's like, let him sleep.
Fair enough.
Which pissed people off. It's like, why does he get to sleep and I don't? Because he has 100 in his class and you don't.
Ah.
That was actually said. And they shut up real quick. And it's not that I was always studying, it's just I paid attention, learned things quick, and got it done. It was memorization than anything else. I didn't do that much anyway. I was always on my computer with Sam, Marshall, and all of them.
I mean, fair enough, man.
So, just having fun there. So after the panel, I think we went back to the dealer's room actually. No, because we hadn't gone to the dealer's room yet. I had left that line to go up top for the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to the dealer's room. We were looking around. You know, we found some stuff. But speaking of the dealer's room, like the only thing that they could have improved on was the space for the artist alley. There wasn't very much space.
Yeah, the blending thing was kind of weird to me because, I mean, Fanime keeps these things separate.
I mean, you went from the dealer's room, then you went straight on to the artist alley. But they gave more room for the dealers for that room than instead of the artist alley. That led to a lot of cramping. Now, my advice is to maybe learn from that and spread out a bit for them.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause I'm sure that affected their personal sales. I mean,
most definitely. I mean, it's not a good idea to combine the two because, I mean, people who want to go and buy in the dealer's room are there for one purpose, to buy merch. And people with the artist alley are trying to sell their prints, their commissions and whatnot. And, I mean, that's like where people will be like, oh, and that's the artist alley? Well, I'm not going to go over there.
Exactly. It's like, I went there anyway, it's just that there wasn't much space. If they had just given them more space, they had more than enough space in that room to do so, but they didn't. Honestly, I think if they had just gotten rid of the Cricket wireless that they had in there, and their little blow-up thing that Marshall had knocked actually into with his backpack, and it hit me straight in the head.
Ouch.
And it almost fell on other people. If they didn't have that crappy thing, because honestly, in my opinion, something like that should not have been at an anime convention. It shouldn't have been. If they had just not, unless there was a sponsor, which, okay, I can see why they did it. But if it wasn't, and they're just there, you shouldn't have taken them there, honestly. That room that you could have saved from them being there could have given at least a bit more room to the artist alley.
Oh, yeah, and I
think
I would argue the artist alley needs it because, I mean, these are people who are trying to make a living.
Like the ones that are trying to expand in case you do a business. I mean, how can you do that if you don't have the room to do it?
This is also true.
That's my opinion, anyway. I mean, like I said, this is just me saying it.
No, to a point, I agree.
But we got some stuff. I don't remember if I had eaten yet or not. Then I lose track of when I eat and when I don't. At least at cons, I do forget.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure I did. I know I had gotten something. Well, I know we had Dippin' Dots in the dealer's room because they had a vendor. Had that.
Not a bad thing.
A lot of people complain about the price of Dippin' Dots, even because they're mainly in malls. Like people complain like this isn't real ice cream. It's like cryogenically frozen like dots of ice cream flavored.
Yeah, pretty much. That is what it is.
And they're good. I mean, I don't get them often unless I rarely go out. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go for one. He went for classic chocolate. I went for cookies and cream. And that's actually when I met the only other Reborn cosplayer that day, which was a Uni cosplayer. Recognized me immediately.
And it's always a good feeling to be recognized in cosplay.
Oh yeah, it's like I've always had at least one in a non-popular cosplay. Like I had one recognize me as Yuma at A-Fest last year, and then I have been recognized as Mukuro this year. I'm sure I'll get recognized as Ryuji pretty easily though come next year.
Oh yeah, Persona 5 is very popular, so I mean, you're bound to get some people to be like, hey!
I still think Sam would make a great Mikoto. Or an An.
I'm
I
gonna
think she,
say Makoto, honestly.
I think she do as well as either. It's not like she's wearing a like both characters have leggings, so it's not like she'd be wearing something that she wouldn't be comfortable in.
Oh, true. I'm just more thinking in personality.
Either one.
Fair
Either
enough.
one. Because if you, like I said, I've already shown you that Persona 5 picture. Because I posted all the photos. I still think,
Yep.
okay, yeah. I still think, I'm going to get back onto this tonight, of course, but. Oh, yeah, wait. How do I only have. Okay, never mind. It was one of the albums that was screwing up on me. It says they only have like one post. It's like, oh yeah, I only did post once with multiple photos. But
Yeah, that'll happen.
yeah, you see the photos for the Ruby photo shoot with the. I took multiple of each one. You can see the different reactions from the proposal.
I have seen.
Also, all of us Crow is dabbed. And Winter's just like, the fuck is going on?
Ha! Yeah. That's the fun thing about conventions is doing silly stuff like that.
Well, they said for us to dab. Here's the thing. I'm taking credit for this. I fucking started that for Crow at A-Fest last year. I'm taking credit. I don't take credit for many things, but this is one that I will.
Hey man, I mean, you do you.
But still, I think that group of 5, I mean, they should have had a Morgana plush, a Ryuji and an An, and they would have been perfect.
True.
Which I actually met up with those 5 before I was heading to the bar Saturday. No, wait, no. It was to that Thai place for dinner. But man, Saturday I didn't do very much. Like I said, I went to that panel, dealer's room for last minute stuff. Then
Yeah.
Then Chloe just saw my album of photos. I'm trying to remember everything I did. Honestly, I'm trying to remember because I have a headache still.
Fair enough.
Let's see. It was photo shoot. I don't remember what I had for lunch. I had to have had something, but I don't remember what. Unless, no, I think I snacked on some things, but I don't think I actually ate anything that day. I had leftover pizza in the morning, but I didn't eat anything until like dinner time. Yeah, now I remember. Obviously went towards the Thai place.
Of course.
We ate there. I had the curry. He had the soup, but he went with pork instead of beef, and he made it spicy. Same spice I did in mine. We had some spring rolls for an appetizer. Just drank some tea. Paid Dad off. Left to the bar. There was already a group in there. It's like hey, the weebs are here. Like joking, they're all, even though they're all at the convention. So we just went with it, just have fun time. They were discussing old shows, so we chimed in. Because here's the thing, we were discussing old shows in the dealer's room earlier.
Yeah.
Like old shows we used to watch growing up, that like the classics that you don't see anything remotely of that quality anymore. The very first thing that they brought up was Megas XLR. That in my opinion was one of the most underrated shows.
I agree.
And it's one of the very first you see a protagonist as a fat guy.
This is also a very true thing.
Very true. We were discussing that, and then I chimed in from that group behind. We started fucking singing old intros. Let's see. It was X-Men, Batman Beyond, Mucha Lucha.
I remember these shows.
The original Teen Titans.
Of course.
Fuck, there were so many that we've listed. I lost track of them. But we were just saying that, talking about it, listing it, just having a good time. It was a fantastic night at that bar. I think it was I thought that was gonna be the highlight of my night just from being at the bar. Obviously, it wasn't my highlight.
That's right. You're right.
But before I go to that, I'm going to step back a bit, being stopped by another fucking person who handed me books. And it's like, he contradicted himself like 5 times within a minute. Including when I said I have no cash. And it's like, everything he explains, like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, these people need to learn that the aggressive approach isn't going to get people to take their merchandise.
Well, it's just that I'm not going to donate to any of the shit. I understand clearly in some regards, but come on. There's ways of going about it. It's like, okay, how about you donate to the shit?
Yeah, I mean, I try to be tactful about it, but I mean, there just comes a point where you're just kind of like, could you just not? I'm trying to go somewhere.
But okay, so that's why I approached to avoid that. I should have done what I originally did, was just go through the fucking convention center to avoid them. That's what we did Thursday. After Thursday, I was like, you know what, let's just go through the convention center.
I mean, it's not a bad decision after what you've been through.
We did that Saturday night after the bar. Because we were in the bar for like 3 hours drinking. So, we drank. Well, actually, half of it we spent pretty much just talking with those guys, which, like I said, fantastic.
I mean, it's a good use of time.
So we go through the convention. We both. First, he has to say he has to piss. Then, as soon as I feel like, yeah, I gotta do more than piss. I go into the stall. Of course, he finishes, leaves before me. He didn't realize I went to the bathroom, so he waited for me outside. I finish up. I'm washing my hands. Behind me, going in with his bag, I didn't realize it was him at first. I thought I was hallucinating. Because I heard he was supposed to be here at Akon. Was Cole.
Yep.
It's like, wait, I know I've been drinking, but finished washing my hands, drying my hands off. Find Marshall up there. It's like, hey Marshall, I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not, but I think Cole from RT is here. I just saw him go past me in the bathroom. I'm gonna wait till he comes out and see if it is him, and see about getting a photo. He's like, okay. Which I'm gonna go to segue. Like, if you see someone that you know is from like popular, it could be a voice actor, it could be from the company.
Be chill.
I'm gonna say don't stay in the bathroom where they're at and try to get a picture or something signed. That's very disrespectful.
I accidentally picked the cat because she was wanting to get in here.
The cat always wants in here.
But they're both wanting in here.
Which two?
The older ones.
Oh, Nana.
I'm sorry. you.
You fucking whore.
Die in your sleep.
God, you're on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I hate you.
Ah, true love.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, here's number 3. Go on.
Damn it!
Maybe later.
I don't want to. We better not close the door with them in here. Oh, you cunt. You cunt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Married Life. I'll be your host tonight.
Ray, I will stab you with whatever's left of this popsicle stick that's been in here for a week.
Well, that sounds like a sticky situation.
It'll be sticky when it's covered in red.
Cool, I love strawberry.
Yeah, it won't be strawberry. Wait, is that what you say when you get a surprise if you're going down on a woman? Huh? What was it? Huh? I don't think I heard that right. Did that make you die from the joke?
No, my water went down the wrong passageway.
I thought you used to things going down the wrong hole. I made him silent. Victory for the Horde. You did that to yourself.
I am over being sick. I do not suck all of the dicks now.
You said now.
Hey, listen. Being sick sucks.
Listen to you, fucking knob gobbler.
Who says you can get on the conversation?
Me.
Fuck off.
Nah.
The cat says fuck off.
She just wants, like, lap.
No.
Too bad, there she goes.
Don't you dare close the door. Damn it, I'm losing track of where I was at. Oh wait, now I remember. Okay, now that we've somewhat got back on track. I'm outside in the hallway of the convention center. And it actually was... I'm pretty sure it was Cole, so I went up to him. He was actually wearing the fan service t-shirt that had just come out. Of course, I'm wearing a double gold hat, so anyone who's from RT would recognize the hat just alone from that. Because the only way you can get this hat is if you were a double gold member and got it from the box. Several months ago. Anyway, go to him and I even asked, like, it's like, hey, are you by chance Cole from Rooster Teeth? He's like, yeah. Would you mind if I get a photo with you? Now, I used the face cameras, which is still blurred from I haven't cleaned the screen. So it looked like he was like shining in bright lights from the picture. and then we talked for a bit about the con. Before I let him on his way, because I don't want to waste too much of his time. So like he just said, it's nice meeting me. Probably because I wasn't obsessed. I wasn't. I'm pretty sure they've seen worse, much worse. They've discussed much worse on their podcasts.
You don't want to be much worse on their podcasts, trust me.
So I was trying to be respectful as I possibly could. It's like, holy shit, this will make the convention perfect. It's like, I've not had a single ounce of bad luck personally, except for my legs, but I had the leg issues before the convention started. Actually, speaking of which, I was able to get up just... There's the pain. Never mind. I still feel it. It's not as bad.
Take it easy.
It's not as bad, but I still feel it. Let me see. Yeah, I still feel it. It's just I can't put as much pressure on the front of the foot. Otherwise, I start feeling it pretty well.
Fair enough, man.
But that ended up ending the con. I know Michael was jealous because we went to the room after that.
I can only imagine. Because
he and Michael were going to a different panel at the same one, so they did that before Marshall headed off. He said, he texted me. No, he didn't text me. It was it was replied to one of my statuses on here. that this was the first convention that he's been to for A-Kon and stayed at all 4 days. Like, been there instead of just for a day. It's like, I'm not gonna meet with anyone. He had fun. It's like he said, this is the most fun he's ever had. And they spent a lot of it just hanging out with me and catching up.
Well, that's good, though. I mean, that's how a convention should be.
He did regret going to the Funimation panel, though.
Ah, yes, this.
Compared to the Aniplex one, it was like the opposite.
Yeah, which, I mean, I have my own thoughts about on why that is, but I mean, carry on.
I wasn't there, obviously. So,
oh, yeah, you were doing your thing.
So I have no idea. Also,
True.
apparently they're doing another Saints Row game. Not to... Johnny Gat is back.
I mean, he's been back since 4, but
I meant... You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Agents of Mayhem. Anyway. Go back to the hotel room. I even tell Michael, I was like, so, Michael, can you guess who I actually met tonight? Yeah. So apparently it seems that you were right and Cole was here after all, because we actually met up with him.
I bet he flipped his mind.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I never thought I would actually meet another person from Rooster Teeth again.
I mean, that's fair.
I actually legitimately believe that. And so seeing this, to me, it didn't matter who I was going to meet from the company. Just... Are you encouraging them?
Maybe.
Stop encouraging them.
Never.
Yes.
Mama loves you.
This...
Mm-hmm.
I feel sorry for the audience.
Kitty. Mm-hmm.
You can hear the cats, can't you, Ray?
Oh, clear as a bell.
God damn it.
You love strawberry lemonade?
I can now hear Sam clear as a bell.
Who you love? Tabby doesn't love you.
I hate you all. Especially Ray.
He is.
What did I do?
You were involved in this conversation as well. You were antagonizing it.
Okay.
The mic will prove me correct. You forget you're also being recorded at this.
I plead the 25th.
No. All you guys roll 34.
Sounds like a win?
In hell. Which means wherever you like.
I'm in California. I'm pretty sure I'm already there.
No, that'd be New Jersey. I'm sorry. Ugh.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I lived there for most of my life, so I win. Or actually, I don't think I win at all.
No, that's one you definitely don't win.
See, now I need a drink. I don't feel like getting up though for beer. Actually, speaking with Sam, had to go for more beer because she ran out of her hard grape soda.
Oh dear.
Well, she ran out because I had drank one of them before I'd gotten my beer yesterday. I'm out of soda too.
Oof.
I have rye chips to eat, but the problem is that they're loud when you crunch on them. And that's really just going to make the video more cringing to listen to. So I'm not going to deal with that.
Probably a good idea.
Kind of wish I had gotten a part of the video where it's like, I am alive with the sound of with the can opening.
Yeah.
Also, your picture on Twitter scares me.
Why? It's just Futaba.
I meant the tweet you put up there.
Let me see which one.
It was 22 hours ago. He said, "That's so adorable." The magic trick. Poor Yusuke. Poor Yusuke.
Let me see that. I was really tired last night.
Yeah, I know. He didn't respond to any of my messages after a bit, so. I'm like, because it. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was yesterday's post. After about, like, let me see, was it? Holy fuck, I don't remember. It was yesterday, yeah. It was around 7:56 my time, so about almost 6 o'clock your time. You went silence until I went to bed.
Oops.
Yeah.
I've been sick lately, people. I've been falling asleep really easy.
Yep. But anyway, the con ended up being perfect. For me, it was perfect. Obviously, Jen and David had a decent enough time to where they wanted to room with me again for next year.
Always a good thing.
I think I convinced Sam to go. If anything, just to hang out with me and Marshall.
Yay!
Because the three of us together need to get a beer.
True.
I don't know how she's gonna feel with certain beer, but that chocolate stout, man, you really couldn't taste anything but like the chocolate and the smoothness in it. It didn't have like a bitter aftertaste like a lot of dark beers do. Between that and the milk stout that I had, it was just, and they know how to pour beer correctly.
That's a good thing.
Well, here's the thing. The only way to pour beer correctly is at an angle, so you get more beer, less foam.
That's true as well.
Well, that's what they did. Like, there are certain ones you don't have to worry about it, like the stouts, because all the bubbles tend to go down and not up.
Mmm.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Well, if you ever see like a Guinness or anything else poured in, you'll see it. Also, the thing is, dark beers aren't really as carbonated as a lot of the other beers are, so it's not as bad.
Well, that's good.
I mean, they're carbonated, but they're not like, you couldn't really tell. They're just great. The red ales were good. The sour beers were good. I think it was really just that. The red, the sour, and there was one other that I had. There were specific ones that were recommended to me.
And so, like I've said, it's always good to try something new.
Well, I mean, we also cleaned up the room before we left, as well.
Which people always do that. Always clean your room as best as possible.
Unless you're the group that did what I showed you. I will tell you this, though. The Sheraton said that we were the best convention/group they ever had in their hotel.
Well, that's good considering some of the stories I've heard.
This was a different Sheraton. It's also the first time A-Con was held at this overall venue. And they hold different conventions throughout the year, but we've been one of the best ones they've had, which is saying something.
Yes.
But at one of the hotels that had that picture, it just had me going like, what the hell is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
A bathtub full of syrup and something else that makes it look like diarrhea? Then you have the trash everywhere, the stuff on the windows. Then the fries just laid across the windowsill. That's a waste of fries, by the way. That's a crime. Don't waste French fries.
I don't understand what possesses a person to fill a bathtub full of syrup.
If you think about it, though, look at the walls on that picture. You see the walls that are dripping down into the tub from it.
Yeah, no, that was not an accident. That was intentional.
Then the mirror. Then it said, sorry, but I'm not sorry. And all of that.
No.
And it's just like... And you wonder why we keep getting booted from places. Like, you're the reasons why.
Yeah, I mean...
It's like, why did you all have to be so fucking retarded? I don't care. I'm going to say this. Stop being retarded. If you actually care and you actually like anime and all this other stuff for the convention, then don't fuck it up for everyone else just because you don't know how to fucking act. I say with the whole sexual harassment thing, because the guy that was posted all over doing that shit was escorted away from the police on Friday.
Yeah, that's another thing. Don't do that either.
It's been posted several times, but the thing is, you can post it, it's not going to matter until something will actually happen to these stupid pieces of shit. That is, either have their, if it's a guy, have their dicks chopped off, honestly, in my opinion, that should happen. Or have a nice little tattoo, not tattoo, a brand engraved into their forehead to warn people.
I mean,
they need to be punished physically to get the point.
The people who harass the young ladies need to be punished.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, I'm thinking cruel, and I don't really care. It needs to be done in this case.
And I think I'm still stuck on griping about the hotel because, I mean, there are people who have to clean this. And they're not being paid nearly enough, nor is it in the job description to clean such a thing.
No, there isn't.
And, I mean, think of the damage that might do to the pipes when it goes down the drain.
Well, I can tell you, one thing is that if you're in hotels, that ID is on file. The card that they had to reserve it is on file.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're someone who's rooming with somebody, I mean, be it they're just like, hey, I'm looking for roommates to make the costs cheaper, or, you know, if you're just with your friends and you screw with something, break something intentionally, do something like that for fun or whatever, it's going to come back on the person who reserved the room.
That's true. That's why I don't put anyone in the rooms that I don't trust. Like, I trusted David and Jen. I mean, and they cleaned up everything of their own, easily within 5 minutes on Sunday morning. So that, and plus I had already started packing my stuff on Saturday when I got back in from the bar. Actually, a little bit before the bar, I'd packed everything up, minus what I was wearing, for food in the bar, then go home. So I had already taken care of that ahead of time, just so it wouldn't be so bad for me.
Which is a good thing.
So I did that, and then obviously they woke up Sunday. They already knew that Michael and I had to leave because we had to drive 3.5 hours back home. So did that. Honestly, I wish the convention never ended because that was the first time I had fun in a long, long time.
I can feel a similar sentiment, but I realize that, you know, one's going to exhaust their funds and their energy after a while. So, I mean, I get why it has to end. All good things have to come to an end.
Oh, yeah, it's just I wish I didn't have to leave, like, so abruptly, but it happens. It can't be helped. Sorry, I'm distracted with the video.
It's fine.
So, obviously, you have that. Fuck, I think I may have done this video too late for my own taste, but But speaking of which, sometime this month I'll have my anime bento box in.
Ah, yes, the mystery boxes.
I didn't do a mystery box. This is literally just their monthly subscription that I did decide to try out after gotten such good luck from the mystery boxes. I've technically, let's see, I got mine, liked what I got in mine, then did help Marshall with his. He severely loved what he got in his. And then I got yours, which had that Ghost in the Shell clear folder, Hero Academia Volume 1, a small little Gundam vendor that you'd find like one of those machines in Japan kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what you got in yours.
Which I'm happy about.
Pretty sure. Let's see it. Well, of course, when I got yours, when I decided, you know what, get some candy. Then I got my One Punch Crunch shirt. It even says on there, it's like, they're okay. Bald cap inside. I feel like this was made for you, Ray.
Ah,
Anyway, overall, I'd like to think Akon went well. I don't know how overall family went for you. I know you had a great time though.
I'd say it went fairly well. I mean, for personal reasons, I had to skip last year, so I can't really compare and contrast 1 year before. But I mean, it was really good. I mean, check-in was really quick and easy at the hotel. I mean, getting our badges was quick and easy because of QR codes. I mean, it took us all of 5 minutes just to stand in line, get our badges, and then head on over to the swap meet, which for those who don't know, it's basically a big anime garage sale that goes on for a day or two. And I mean, the panels were, well, the ones we went to were pretty fun. I mean, most of them were like game show related and whatnot, but I mean, it was fun. And we saw Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic, who seemed like he had a ton of fun, and he was fun in meeting as well. Which, I mean, if you people don't know who he is, go watch some of his reviews on movies. They're hilarious. But I mean, shopping was good. I mean,
I know shopping was good. I seen what you got.
Oh yeah, I decided to splurge because of certain circumstances. But I mean, I have very little to complain about. I mean, except for the fact that it seems like more and more the vendors are trying to push those prize figures that one would get like in a claw machine for like $50, $60, $70, which yeah, I'm not really big on them price gouging for things. And for those who might find the more relatable thing, the Diva Pop figure, which you can find on Blizzard and Amazon at times for like $23, and they're trying to market it at you for like $35, $40. You have to deal with it being almost $50. I mean, it's something you really have to watch out for. And just, if you have a bad feeling about it, look online and compare prices, because there's a decent chance they're trying to rip you off.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Marshall had that with one of the Xenon figures that he really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to check Amazon. It's like, okay, here's the results on here for those similar figures. The specific one he wanted was $100 cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, these are the people that will take like these prize figures. Like I said, those are the ones that like are coming with a basic like stand that's already adhered to in a small box, decent size, okayish articulation depending on what you're looking at. Typically are about retail about $25. And they're trying to push them for like $50, $60, $70, and it's just like, no. Or like some of those jumbo chibi plushes that you can find around of like Love Live characters. I mean, I was looking at Megumin, and it's just like, I think I'm gonna get that. They want $75 compared to the Love Live one I got, which is a standard $35.
It's kind of like how they wanted the things for the Ruby figures.
Ah, yes.
It was a Crane branded, like, and then the one from RT is a McFarlane toy branded.
Yes.
Much different in quality, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would just, it's like, if I'm gonna support the series, I'm gonna support from like the main company doing it.
And I can see where you're coming from. I mean, I don't mind, because some of the other people that develop these figures, a lot of the money also goes to Rooster Teeth in this case as well, as far as I know. But yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about. I think I saw the same thing at Fanime for like about, I think they won like $55 for it.
And it's just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, which is my general sentiment.
I mean, I can understand with the shipping, it'd probably be about like $42 then tax, but I also get 10% discount.
Yeah, but I mean, even without the discount, I mean, yeah,
it's like to be paying the same price, but with something of slightly less quality.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I mean,
I don't blame the I'm not blaming the vendor who's just trying to make money. Well, I can't blame them because some of them, I can understand that. Oh, I can and I can't. I can't because they're just trying to make more than what's needed. I can't because I know they're trying to make a profit to keep their business going.
Yeah, but
it's like I can see both sides of the coin.
Yeah, I mean, there are certain ethics there where it's just like, I get selling a little bit more, like trying to offset the cost of having your table and what have you. But I mean, there's a difference between taking something that's like $20, $25 and then marking it up to like $70, $80, like it's on par with some of these other figurines I've owned that are of high quality.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start cutting this. Overall, I'm gonna say that Akon was great. Personally, I didn't see too much besides what we discussed. I'm gonna go next year. It's gonna be me, Sam. I think Chris said he was gonna go. Then they're gonna be staying with me and Jen and Dave are gonna stay with the three of us in the room. So that'll be nice. I don't have to worry about hotel prices too much if it's being split 3 ways.
Yeah, that evens out the cost fairly nicely.
Yeah, I'm only paying 200 and something instead of. Yeah. But anyway, for anyone who enjoyed, awesome. If you didn't like our rambling, well, it happens. This is normal conversation for us.
It's true.
We get derailed a lot, but we just try to have fun. That's the only reason I made this video, was for fun, to share my experience. So, for everyone there watching and listening, hope you had fun. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Czar and my special guest Ray here.
Bye-bye!
Signing off. Ta-ta.